Great. So thank you so much, Ewere, for sharing with us through that session. We've been able to get to learn a lot on data engineering on AWS. Thank you so much for taking us through that particular session. And at this particular time, I'm going to welcome our third speaker, that is Mori Baye. He'll get to share with us more to what he does, his amazing work with Coursera, deep learning, data AI, and what he also has prepared for us for this particular session. And but before he gets to join us, we'll get to have a short video, and then where he will also build up and share with us more to the video and what he's prepared for us. So let's get to hear what that speaker has prepared for us.
Okay, can I start now?
I think that computers being able to understand language has been one of the most amazing advances in AI. NLP has changed a lot over the last several decades. The field has started off using primarily rule-based systems, to then using probabilistic systems, to now where NLP relies much more on machine learning and deep learning. In this specialization, you learn everything from being able to translate English to French, to understanding if a customer review is a positive review or a negative review, to building a customer service chatbot, to letting a user enter some text and using that to do web search or to do online product search.
More recently, with the rise of powerful computers, we can now train end-to-end systems that would have been impossible to train a few years ago. We can now capture more complicated patterns, and we can use these models in question answering, in chatbots, and in other applications.
A few years ago, these models would take weeks or even months to train. But with attention, you can train these models in just a few hours.
I'm really excited for everyone to get started, to take these courses, learn these technologies, and to go build some great NLP systems.
Great, welcome Mo.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. First, I would like to thank you for inviting me to join this Pie&AI deep learning AI event, and I'm sorry for the delay. It's a technical issue from Zoom, so we are sorry. It's an honor to be here with you today, and I hope that you are all fine and staying safe. Thanks to Kennedy and Nicolas for inviting me. Thanks for you all. You are really going to enjoy the time we spend together in this event. I'm going to share with you some of the most important ideas that I have discovered in AI. First of all, let's give me a chance to introduce myself. I'm Mori Baye, deep learning specialist at Ribai Analytics Group. I studied mathematics and I have been engaging to the AI and data science field since 8 years ago. Actually, I started in 2012. I also currently work as project creator on Coursera and mentor at Deep Learning AI and alpha tester at Workera. I believe that African citizens will make a huge change in the near future in the AI fields. As you know, we already have the power and the tools to easily learn AI and machine learning. I will talk about resources, courses, and some useful resources to search for data sets, also some useful books to read about AI. First of all, I would like to tell you about an article that I've published on LinkedIn. You can go through this article. You can search my name, Mo Ribai. In this article, you will know the best learning path in AI and data science and machine learning at Coursera, using different tools and learning various topics. You can take courses in Python, in R, and MATLAB, and it's really a useful resource for you to start learning AI. So first of all, I want to tell you about a course from Amazon Web Service. It's the Getting Started with Amazon Web Service Machine Learning course. This course will teach you how to get started with machine learning, uh, like computer vision tasks, NLP tasks. You will do NLP projects, computer vision projects. Each topic consists of several modules, deep diving into variety of machine learning concepts, as well as insights from AI experts to put those concepts into practice. Also, there is a great program by Deep Learning AI at Coursera. You can start with an introductory course. It's AI for everyone. It includes a brief and amazing introduction to AI by Andrew Ng. It's like about 6 hours course. You will take it during your weekend to start with AI. Then you can take any machine learning course on Coursera. You will find many machine learning courses, a lot of courses available at Coursera. You can take the machine learning course by Andrew Ng, and it was published, I think, at 2012, but it's still being the top machine learning course, online course worldwide. If you do this course, the machine learning course by Andrew Ng, I prefer for you not to go through the assignments because they are designed with Octave. And you know, nowadays, Octave, it's a bit hard to learn. I work on Octave and on MATLAB, but it's not necessary to work with Octave. You can just watch the video lectures by Andrew Ng to get a great idea about all machine learning algorithms and how algorithms work. Then when you finish this course, machine learning course by Stanford, taught by Andrew Ng at Coursera, even you can take any other machine learning course like machine learning specialization by Michigan University. You will find a lot of courses at Coursera. After you finish this machine learning course, you can start with the deep learning specialization by Deep Learning AI at Coursera. It consists of 5 courses. You will learn the foundations of deep learning. You will build neural networks and learn how to lead successful machine learning projects. You will learn about convolutional networks, recurrent networks, LSTM, and regularization techniques, normalization techniques, and more. This specialization is highly recommended for you to start learning deep learning because AI is still now at the beginning stage, and you know, as we have more data, we should learn deep learning. It's true that traditional machine learning algorithms are very useful to solve real-world business problems, but with deep learning, you can deal with bigger data sets. With a huge amount of data, you will solve much more complex real-world problems. So I recommend to take AI for Everyone course, then any machine learning course, followed by the deep learning specialization that consists of 5 courses at Coursera. By accomplishing this deep learning specialization, you need to learn how to build scalable AI powered algorithms, you can then start with TensorFlow and practice specialization, because if you learn TensorFlow, you can fastly learn how to build practical deep learning projects with fewer lines of code. Let's say if you want to build a chatbot, it may take you about 100 line of code. With TensorFlow, you can build a chatbot with about 30 or 40 lines of code. So this TensorFlow practice specialization, taught by Lawrence Moroney, who is a Google advocate, is very helpful, very useful. It's really amazing. You can start with this specialization after you finish the deep learning specialization. You will learn how to implement deep learning projects, practical projects with TensorFlow and computer vision, also an NLP and time series forecasting and prediction. Okay, after this specialization, you can move on into the TensorFlow data and deployment specialization, also taught by Lawrence Moroney at Coursera. I want to tell you something about deployment. Nowadays, you know that the AI community worldwide, it's getting bigger by time. Day after day, more people are engaged with AI, are learning machine learning and deep learning techniques, but there are still many problems with how to deploy your model, how to put your model into production, how to make your model useful to solve real world problems. You know, now we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic, and there are many data sets available online. You can train a machine learning model to predict, let's say, the growth of this virus in a certain country, but you don't know how to deploy this model and put it and create a useful AI system. With the TensorFlow data and deployment specialization at Coursera, you will learn how to build deep learning projects and how to deploy them. You will learn how to deploy deep learning projects on the browser, let's say to deploy your model on a website. You will learn also how to deploy your model on edge devices like smartphones, and you will learn TensorFlow JS, TensorFlow Lite, also TensorFlow serving. You will learn amazing things about TensorFlow and how to deploy those projects. There is a new specialization also by Deep Learning AI at Coursera. It's the AI for medicine specialization for those who like to build deep learning projects in the healthcare industry. And as you know now, it's like it's trending nowadays, the COVID-19 situation. You can build deep learning models for medical diagnosis and like that. But it's not necessary to take this specialization. If you want, you can take it later. You can take, after you finish the TensorFlow data and deployment, immediately you can take the NLP specialization, which we watched the video by Andrew and G about it. This NLP specialization is also very useful. I think it will be the top NLP specialization because it contains really coherent material and content with amazing projects. This NLP with classification, with NLP specialization is now available at Coursera. It consists of 4 courses. 2 of those courses are released, and you can start with them. The first course is NLP with classification and vector spaces. The second course is NLP with probabilistic models. Third course is NLP with sequence models. And the last course is NLP with attention models. you can go through the first two video lectures of the first course to know what those courses talk about, and you will get a better idea about those courses. But I highly recommend to take them because NLP nowadays is also being challenging, and you can solve very complex problems with NLP. Also regarding the financial aid at Coursera, I can contact Kennedy. We can help you take all these courses for free. You can apply for financial aid and wait only 14 days till the submission approved by Coursera. You are able to audit any course for free, not to start a 7 days free trial. If you audit any course, you will have access to the video lectures, but you don't have access to the assignments. So you can audit the course for free, start watching video lectures, and apply, send or submit a financial aid application. We can help you in the how you can or what you should type to send it, the messages and like that. And also I would highly recommend you to start at Coursera taking online courses, because Coursera platform, for me, it's now the best platform teaching AI, because they are following a coherent pattern of courses. You can start really from zero to hero in machine learning and deep learning. There are many other useful resources, like you can watch on YouTube the deep learning course at Stanford University. This deep learning course taught by Kian Katamfurush and Andrew Ng. It's like the deep learning specialization at Coursera, but with more features, with more explanations, with more topics, like this available on YouTube course, the deep learning course by Stanford. You will learn how to implement GANs, generative adversarial networks also. You will find more topics than the topics covered at Coursera. Also, you can take a series of lectures at YouTube by Lawrence Moroney, who is, as I told you, the lecturer in the TensorFlow and Practice Specialization and TensorFlow Data and Deployment. In this series on YouTube, you will also learn how to build computer vision tasks, NLP tasks. You will learn how to implement deep learning projects with TensorFlow easily. So this is about courses and online program. Also, the new NLP specialization. I was an alpha tester in this specialization and now mentor at Coursera. We have created a Slack workplace for learners to discuss and ask if they have any issue. So we can always help you. Regarding the data sets, you can search. Nowadays, you will find many resources to get a data set and work on. Let's say you finish a machine learning course and you want to build your own projects. I can share with you at the end of this meetup the resources. You will find data sets on Kaggle, on GitHub, Google dataset. Also, you can find data sets on Stanford Online, this website for Stanford University. Also on pathmind.com. You will find also data sets on Amazon website, on Microsoft, Lionbridge. Also, you can find data sets on Archive. I would like also to tell you about Archive. It's a great place for you to read machine learning and deep learning papers. Some of my friends keep asking me about archive and what type of papers I should read to get more experienced in machine learning. Please don't read the complex papers, don't read hard papers. You may be interested, let's say, in GANs, but you are not yet, or you haven't took any GANs course in deep learning. Don't read papers about this tough topic. Just start with papers about traditional machine learning algorithms. Then you will move on into papers on deep learning algorithms. And by time you will be able to read more complex papers. I recommend you to always read papers, read blogs, try to daily read blogs about AI, keep updated about all AI news. Every day we have new technologies, new AI systems. Also, I recommend you, beside taking courses and searching for your own data sets on resources I've mentioned, also beside reading papers, beside reading blogs, to join competitions. You can find many resources to join competitions in AI, like Kaggle and Omdena, for example. Also, I would like to tell you about Workera AI. And now I'm an alpha tester at Workera, and we are trying to build a great questions in all AI topics like in machine learning, deep learning, mathematics, algorithmic coding, data science, and software engineering. Workera AI is a company founded by deep learning AI, and the founder of Workera AI is Kian Katamforosh, who is also a friend of Andrew Ng. On Workera AI, you can do a standardized test to test your AI skills, and you have like I think 3 attempts every month. So don't worry about repeating the test. The questions at Workera are really useful and let you find new job opportunities, but they are not easy. So don't go to Workera AI and take the test before taking a machine learning course, minimum one machine learning course, and let's say the deep learning specialization at Coursera. Even if you don't want to dive into deep learning, you are a software engineer, you can take the software engineer test, let's say the algorithmic coding, the mathematics test, the data science test. Just one note, please go through my article at LinkedIn. You will find a learning path for that will match your interest. Let's say you don't want to dive into deep learning, you want just to learn data science, you will find in my article specializations at Coursera to just learn data analytics or data science, or let's say, for example, machine learning. So don't miss Workera AI test. After taking few courses at Coursera, you can do the Workera test. As I mentioned, you have 3 attempts every month, and you can view the feedback on Workera, your strengths and weaknesses. You will get a certificate. You will view your test performance. You will know exactly what are your skills in the AI fields. And there is a career track also on Workera. They will recommend you to open job opportunities. And there is great news for you that we are talking with the Workera team. We were asking Kian about now in this pandemic, in this situation, many companies want to hire people or candidates as remote work opportunities. So Workera in the near future will add a new feature. If you do the Workera tests, You may be recommended to work as remote work in the AI startups and AI companies. That's about data assessments on Workera. My last point is about reading books and AI. I will tell you about 4 books which are helpful books. Also, after the meetup, I can share with you the resources. The first book I highly recommend it for beginners in data science and machine learning. If you are a beginner at Coursera, you don't know what are your interests, what is your future career path. You can read this book, Build a Career in Data Science, by Emily Robinson and Jacqueline Knowles. This Build a Career in Data Science book is your guide to landing your first data science job and developing into a senior employee. By following clear and simple instructions, you will learn to craft an amazing resume and be prepared for interviews. You will know the difference between the, let's say, data analyst job, machine learning researcher, machine learning engineer, digital analyst, data scientist, deep learning specialist. You will know the difference between those types of jobs in AI. The second book is Machine Learning Yearning by Andrew Ng. This free book, you can find it on Deep Learning AI website. It teaches you how to structure all types of machine learning projects, not teaching you the machine learning algorithms. You can take, as I mentioned, the machine learning course by Stanford at Coursera to learn machine learning techniques. Then, if you read this book, you will be able to structure and build strong machine learning projects. Also, the third book is an advanced book in deep learning. I recommend it for people who are currently learning deep learning and taking deep learning courses. It's the Deep Learning book by Ian Goodfellow, who is the former student of Andrew Ng. And this book also will give you a better knowledge about deep learning, and you will improve your practical skills in deep learning. The fourth book is Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. You will learn the concepts and tools and techniques to build AI systems. So those 4 books: Build a Career in Data Science, Machine Learning Yearning by Andrew Ng, Deep Learning book by Ian Goodfellow, and Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn and Keras and TensorFlow. By reading those books, with reading blogs, reading papers on arXiv, taking online courses, you will build great skills in AI, and you will be able to really solve complex problems and contribute to the AI global community. So that's for me. Also, I would like to tell you there's 2 important things you should know. First of all, it's communicating with people, meeting new people, joining AI webinars, communicating with AI influencers, with AI fellows. Always communicate with people, share your certificates on social media, meet new AI fellows, send them messages. You will learn from others, others will learn from you also. By communicating with people in this AI domain, you will also improve your skills, your communication skills, your technical skills. You will learn a lot of things, be active on social media. The second thing is time management. Time management is essential also to achieve your goals, your dreams, your success. If you manage your time, I will give you an example now. For me, every day I read a paper, I read a blog, I take some online lectures, I do some work with AI. I have many things to do just because I manage my time. So don't waste time. Time is the key of success. Manage your time, keep motivated, uh, try always also to help others learn AI. When you help people, you will feel that people also will know you, will support you. You will feel more uh, happy with your domain, and you will reach all your goals. And my last thing to tell you is, don't think that any AI pioneer now is better than you because this person just studied and work hard to reach this point. You can also reach this point, and you can write papers later on about AI, and you can change the future with AI. So before I finish, also my last message is to work with ethical AI. Try to build ethical AI systems. Don't just work with data sets or models that discriminate uh, between things, or like biased data sets. Pay attention to the type of data set you are working with. Try always to build ethical AI system. Be ethical, and that's all. And thank you for your time. Now I welcome any question. If anybody have a question.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mo, for that enlightening session. Thank you for that discussion on narrowing down on the courses and programs and paths to take and to breaking into AI and data science. Thank you so much for that and for spending time with us today. I'll now welcome Griffin to take us through any Q&A session in case of any question. Welcome, Griffin.
Thank you so much, Lydia and Mo. I have one question for Mo, and
Yes.
I will put it up on the screen right away. So Mo, there's somebody asking, are there any mentorship programs to becoming a deep learning expert?
Okay. Regarding mentorship programs, now we are building our own platform. It's AI readiness platform. It may take some time, but I think after let's say this year, we will launch our mentorship program for individuals and startup to adapt to the AI transformation, and I'll announce it on social media. Yes.
Okay, that's great. So I think for whoever asked this question, ensure you follow Mo and be on the lookout for any of his posts.
Sorry, but just one more thing. I can also help help all AI fellows to start with AI. You can contact me through LinkedIn. Just type my name, Mori Bai. You'll find me, and just send me a message, and I'll be there for you also. I'll be your mentor. I'll help anyone who asks me to help. Thank you.
Great. Just before I can ask the final question, there were polls that were thrown to you before, and we had asked you initially to tell us one thing you hope to get out of the webinar today. And the results we have so far, 77% say they're totally new to AWS and want to understand the basics. 23% of you say you are proficient and only want to get insights and opportunities. So do take part in the last poll. tell us if today's webinar met your objectives. Do let us know if today's webinar met your objective. Now, to one last question.
Yes.
I think Mo went through this. What papers should beginners in deep learning literature begin with to read?
Okay. First of all, I'm very happy to be with you today, and I always encourage others to manage this online meetup, because when we meet, we learn from each others. If for beginners in deep learning, uh, don't just immediately dive into deep learning. First of all, you should know the traditional machine learning algorithms, how they work. It's not necessary to learn the mathematics behind algorithms, or how they develop those algorithms. You should just know how machine learning algorithms work. What is decision tree, for example? What is random forest? What is support vector machines? Then you can start with deep learning, also by understanding the theory behind all algorithms. Like if you want to build a machine translation, for example, it's very simple idea. Machine translation is a translator to translate from one language to another. Take things easy. Also, if you want to build a chatbot, you will build like a bot, let's say a virtual bot that will communicate with you. Try to always get the theory behind algorithms and how they work, and try to interact with AI, with deep learning algorithms. You will find it easy. But don't just learn courses and stuck into like some pieces of code, because coding, it's just like a tool to implement your projects. Coding is not the big deal. The most important thing is to understand the algorithms and how they work and why I'm learning those algorithms. The coding part is very easy. You can find nowadays resources for all machine learning and deep learning projects. So for beginners, just start on Coursera, as I mentioned. Read my article at LinkedIn about the learning path at Coursera. You will find the machine learning specializations and courses for beginners, not necessarily the machine learning course by Andrew. You can take easy courses. Then you can start with deep learning specialization by Andrew. Also, you can skip some mathematics illustrations. There's no need to understand everything, every math behind deep learning algorithms. Just interact with what you are learning, and read books, easy books, read blogs about AI, as I mentioned. It's very easy, and any beginner who want to start at Coursera, just like follow AI news, daily news. You'll find yourself right there in this global AI community. And always, I'm open to help others. That's
Great. So I think because of time, we'll forward rest of the questions to the other speakers and have them forwarded through your email. But I want to believe most of them were answered. You will be able to get the, the slides. They will be sent to your emails. That is if you signed up. And to the other questions, we'll have them answered and forwarded to your emails. So in the interest of time, allow me to, at this point, invite Sylvia to wrap up the webinar for us, Sylvia?
Just one point. I sent to everyone my email and my LinkedIn handle.
You have posted it on the chats?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. So Sylvia, if you're on the call, take over.
Great, thanks. So, and now we've come to the end of this lovely, lovely session. I believe that we have all gained so much from this session, and we'd love to express our gratitude to all our speakers, Mr. Janjun Su, Mr. Morebaye, and Mr. Ewere Diagboya. We are honored that you graced us with your presence and for taking us through the topics very, very well. We do appreciate. Also, for all those who took their time to register and attend, we appreciate all of you so, so much. And I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you all of the post-event survey. We encourage you to fill the survey and express how the session was for you. We'd love to hear your comments and feedback. You'll also receive a promo code for deeplearning.ai courses where you'll get 50% off for the courses using that promo code. So kindly fill the survey and feel free to use the promo code. Also, a big thank you to the organizers who made this event possible. Special thanks to AWS Educate and deeplearning.ai for facilitating the webinar. This could not have been possible without you. Once again, thank you very much to all those who attended. Hope you all enjoy the session, and until next time, stay safe and goodbye.
Thank you so much.